Gathering represents not only our continued commitment to sound economic policy, but also a vital platform for dialogue, reflection, and forward-looking strategies. Honourable Minister, allow me to extend my deepest appreciation to you, and of course, to the Central Bank team and the Ministry of Finance team for dedicating their valuable time and resources to this important policy engagement. Your presence here, ladies and gentlemen, underscores the significance of today's discussion and reaffirms our shared responsibility to build a resilient and inclusive economy for Eswatini. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this seminar is to bring together stakeholders from all sectors of society to deliberate and exchange ideas regarding the 2026-2027 national budget. Our objective is to support the Ministry of Finance and the government to effectively implement the budget, ensuring that it leads to real improvements and better services for the people of Eswatini. We once again commend the Honourable Minister for graciously availing himself to deliver the keynote address on the highlights of his 2026-2027 budget speech. The Central Bank, together with the Ministry of Finance, recognizes the importance of providing a platform for professionals for both the public and private sectors to share their insights on the national budget. The seminar provides a platform for rigorous analysis, thoughtful debate, and visionary ideas. As we deliberate on the implications of the budget, let us do so with clarity, courage, and a spirit of unity, ensuring that the insights we generate today will guide towards sustainable growth and prosperity for all. The seminar also offers stakeholders valuable opportunity to exchange information in an open and collaborative environment. It is essential to emphasize that the objective of this forum is not to criticize the budget. There is a difference between criticism and critique. And I hope that the colleagues, the panelists, will gravitate towards critique than criticism. I'm pausing to make sure that it sinks. I actually lost where I was because I detoured now from what I was reading, where I will just now continue. But to encourage constructive dialogue and facilitate substantive contributions. Please be assured that the Honourable Minister will consider all issues raised during this seminar. Honourable Minister, it is my privilege to inform you that a distinguished group of panelists drawn from various spheres of society will share their considered perspectives and their respective sectors' sentiments on the budget. Ladies and gentlemen, the Minister of Finance delivered the national budget for 2026-2027 to Parliament on the 27th of January 2026 under the theme Agape Love, Love in Action for Economic Transformation. The budget was tabled as a pro-growth framework, firmly anchored on fiscal discipline and geared towards enhancing investments to transition the economy from stability to acceleration. At its core, the budget prioritizes increased capital expenditure to unlock long-term growth and boost productivity through infrastructure development, energy and water security, digitalization, and strengthening industrial capacity. The budget resonates with His Majesty's speech from the throne, delivered at the opening of the second session of the 13th Parliament, in which 2026 was declared a year of agape love, calling us as a nation to demonstrate the highest form of unconditional and sacrificial love, His Majesty the King reminded government to improve service delivery, uproot corruption, replenish medicines in hospitals, and prioritize the youth. He further emphasized the need for government to act with agency in pursuing the aspirations of our nation. Honourable Minister, it is unfortunate that the budget has been tabled amid a highly uncertain global environment marked with escalating geopolitical tensions and increasing economic fragmentation. Ongoing conflicts and rising protectionist trade policies continue to undermine global and regional trade integration. I'm not sure, Honourable Minister, if your budget speech would have altered slightly or given a different narrative following the recent tension that we are seeing in the Middle East. And we know that it shall have consequences not only in the northern part or the western part of our world, but even in our sub-Saharan region, given our connectedness in terms of supply chains and, of course, the cost of fuel or oil, which might fuel inflation and bring a new dynamics in the landscape that we are facing going ahead. For Eswatini, these developments are not distant. They directly affect the lives of Emaswati. We must strengthen our resilience against external shocks. We must be intentional and strategic in deepening regional integration, leverage opportunities within the South African Development Community, SADC, and the African Continental Free Trade Area. Program Director, it is befitting that we do congratulate the Minister for Finance on his continued commitment to fiscal prudence. The successful rollout of the first phase of the Integrated Financial Management and Information System, IFMIS, will be transformative for the country, particularly through the digitalization of the planning and budgeting module. I know this is very close to the Minister's heart. This reform marks a decisive shift towards program-based budgeting, enhanced fiscal discipline, real-time expenditure monitoring, and strengthened accountability.